So the new chapter of Chainsaw Man just dropped. It's chapter 106 and it's entitled Bonfire. And we get to see Asa talking to the War Devil about a contract that Yuko has made, and she believes that he has made that contract because of her. And they're discussing about how Yuko is gonna get rid of Asa's bullies, to where then the War Devil says bluntly she's gonna kill the classmates who bully you. But Asa doesn't want this to happen. She obviously doesn't want anyone to die. She doesn't even want to be in partnership with the War Devil as it is. She actually demands that she wants her body back. But then we see a panel of Asa just running through the War Devil, meaning that I'm going to assume that this means that Asa is basically just a passive consciousness and the War Devil is in complete and utter control. You can see them being distinguished by the scars on the face here. We then get to see the War Devil tell Asa that you aren't talking Yuko out of anything. We'll kill her tomorrow at school. Asa looks absolutely mortified at this suggestion, and then the War Devil proclaims that our goal is to defeat the Chainsaw Man. And I like the fact that she is saying our goal. It's like this weird manipulator tactic, because Asa is obviously aware that the War Devil is holding her body as hostage, so whatever the War Devil is doing while she's in control, it is basically a case of our body comrade. We then switch back to Yuko standing over a bonfire looking extremely sinister. As I mentioned in a previous video, she's got that villainous, cameras looking up at her, shadows coming down on her face look right now. And she is saying that she will kill all the bad guys for you, just like Chainsaw Man. Now, we haven't seen any of Yuko's powers, but I am very, very interested to see what kind of powers her devil can give to her and what they can do with that ability, as we'll see towards the end of the chapter. We then cut to the scene of the War Devil meeting up with Yuko in the classes, and we also see them having this little discussion of Yuko saying that's the reason that you're going to hunt me, it's nice to meet you. And then she also goes on to say that having Chainsaw Man around doesn't stop bullying, but I guess he'll only kill devils. And she says, move aside, we can fight after I kill the bullies, right? While Yuko is saying all this, the War Devil is silent. She has literally nothing to say. She is just staring down Yuko with the katana in her hand. No words, no thoughts, just violence. But I also just want to point out that I actually really like this little art style of the manga and artwork being put as if it's inside of the glass. I actually kind of appreciate that detail rather than them bringing the speech bubbles in front of the glass. Just a nice little detail that I noticed that I enjoyed. This is where we finally see the War Devil finally speak to Yuko. She says, you're planning to run as soon as you've killed the targets though, since the devil holders will show up if you take too long. Yuko replies, you can't beat me if we fight anyway. I can read your every move. And then the War Devil replies, so beat me and kill me then, although that'd kill Asa. And you see Yuko looking kind of dismayed by this, really saddened by it. But then, again, as I said in the last little bit, no thoughts, just violence. She replies with, I really like Asa, but I hate you. And then we see Yuko start to transform. So we finally get to see what Yuko's devil transformation looks like. And it's kind of hard to figure out, but it's kind of like this weird, buggish, praying mantis, sight, legs, brain head devil. I'm not quite sure what the devil's powers could be, but she does mention that she could read the War Devil's every move, so I can only assume that this devil has some sort of foresight power, maybe like some form of haki, able to see a few seconds into the future maybe. I'm not too sure. Overall, this was a very short chapter, and I feel like it was, I don't want to say lackluster, but I also don't want to say it was a top tier chapter. It was a very short chapter and it didn't really give us much information to go on, but I also trust in Fujimoto's ability to build up stories. He's obviously done this incredibly well in part 1, so part 2 is obviously, you can't just go straight into the action straight away. It's got to build up the same way it did in part 1, but I'm very interested to see where the story goes. That's enough from me. If you did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed the video, maybe subscribe and stick around, because I'll be doing reviews for Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Hunter x Hunter when that returns in 2 weeks time. Also, much love, big kisses, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.